When they do bad things.
The Charitable Trust is an award-winning grassroots and non-profit organization. It is one of the largest Tibetan social work institutes based in Dharamsala, India. We are a resource for education and knowledge that aims to provide meaningful, multi-level social and educational services. Founded in 1997 and registered as a charitable trust by the Indian government since 2005, LA has continuously provided vital resources to those in need for over 20 years.
By Tibetan refugees who draw their expertise from first-hand experience and knowledge of what it means to live in exile. To supplement staff efforts, volunteers and generous donors from around the world help to fuel LA's various community programs and projects. On a daily basis, LA serves over 250 people, hosts between 15 and 25 volunteers, and provides up to 19 different services, including on average 50 to 60 free meals per day for people who access its soup kitchen. Throughout the year, we have around 600 active international volunteers. Opportunities for involvement span a wide range, from language teachers to IT professionals, from data analysis to cook. Whatever skills a volunteer may have, there is a place for it at LA.
Since 1999, LA has conducted a variety of language classes. On a daily basis, we offer classes operating in 5 different languages, including 5 levels of English, 3 levels of Chinese and French, basic level in German and Tibetan.
Ni ngeming la lobsong thamje lagi thoma de la chi thale thambo diniki thangla che de tese dinri buji samo khomayo chidang jinan danda thangla chin lo ni de penje chaga dus togo de nanglo la ni ta khashi ni thambo ledune gaga mo ma singindre yongudo ta dije de thambo kono lede ta loyas le pele lobjun che ko maraje loyas le khabu mendo samsana samudre ji ko do ine ni khran zo be zin le teji thande na chi che dom be dalu chum peje rime che ben sumju shibju de ji le tsare ta ga cho kunzo tse khashi yan pebe danda die le shi ja yue biche 아니 이제 저희 tenju고도 소라종아 줘야다 총자가 줘야다 뒤수드네 키는 야 로고에 드네 키 야출리네 야 지는 고조에 드리지요 다 같이 별 내지 별 라브지야 조마 용지 되는 가가 도마장에 드는 이시요래 나 이게 파 소소 이게 dem나 가를 지 대샤웨나 로통에 드네 차서 드네 이자다 원내탄에 드네지나 데스펜도 도산 다다 못했는 도스 내가 집에 그게
All right, what about other vocabulary? Something besides that in the story? Another word?
In total, we hold 13 language classes each day. On top of daily language sections, LA also arranges one-to-one tutoring based on availability of volunteers. Each month, around 150 students regularly attend our language classes. Our language classes are open to students of all ages and backgrounds, and attended by Tibetan refugees, local Indians, and those from other Himalayan communities.
Tashidale, namaste. My name is Viraj Sorvi, and I moved in Dharamshala in 2011. I joined LA in 2012. Before I joined LA, I could not speak any English, but right now, as you can see and hear that I can speak English, it is only because of LA. And I'm so very grateful to LA and to the volunteers of LA and to the staff of LA for providing me the window of opportunity of learning English and other foreign languages. I could speak a little bit French also, not only English. So I'm very thankful to LA. And I would like to say that LA is not only open for Tibetans, it is for everybody. It is for locals, it is for foreigners, it is for Tibetans, it's for everybody.
Hi, I'm Cynthia McGowan.
I came to McLeod-Ganj 8 months ago expressly for the purpose to teach English at law. I wanted to provide what skills and talents I could offer to the Tibetan community in exile. And I chose law because it is such a well-regarded NGO, non-governmental organization, providing services for Tibetans here. The people at law have been most welcoming and very helpful. I chose the reception and orientation services when I came to India because it was my first time here, and those services provided by law made it a very comfortable transition from the United States to India and helped familiarize me right away with the Dharamshala and McLeod-Ganj community. Law has as its mission providing resources, educational and otherwise, to Tibetans here who need food, donations of clothing, education in languages and computer classes, and I wanted to be a part of that effort. If you would like to try your hand at teaching or improve your teaching skills in a foreign country, or if, like me, you want to provide a service to the Tibetan community, I would heartily recommend that you come to law and hone your teaching skills, have the experiences that only McLeod-Ganj and Dharamshala can give you, and meet the other fine volunteers that comprise the ongoing volunteer staff at law. Everyone here is friendly and helpful. The Tibetan community is amazing, and my students give me back so much more than I give them. The Tibetan students who want to learn English are diligent and funny and heartwarming and eager, and I am especially pleased that so many have continued on with me. I taught advanced English, and then I'm now teaching intermediate English, and it's one of the most rewarding experiences of my whole career. I'm very happy to be here, and I have no intention of leaving. I want to continue to serve law and the Tibetans here for as long as possible. Thank you.
The majority of our language students are adults from Tibet, including monks and nuns.
Ngay mail chatam tinji yinji ngai jongwe de ABCD jong la tene loni san sin jaw la tene lai khala or te tene la khala sa tene yinji jong tene mixege tene la khoro so tene kondai no ari de son de loto mo yong do te so mise ya ka che da yawa ngawa tene mongpo lewo tene mongpo dress tene so chalendro koso da injiri mishingo mara tene ta ngaso ko inji majen yamba koso ko ma ta tiri ja so dong de tene nga inji ta tara inji ose ya wo shinsan tene tepe ya bon sa ngarong misek te pe ya bon thong song tene tan jindan do de da ya ko gegen to so ma volunteer re te song pe ya bon pen to song Then the don't call that Dharamshala engineer some Mombo Yuri, telling a Monchesa called Lano and Rotary Chain, organization pay. So, but in Arongi, Naini, the Otanan Jonche, the pay of water chas.
Hello everyone, I'm Dorji Doma and I've been learning Chinese at La for a few months, and I'm also taking part in cultural exchange program. And I feel I have greatly benefited as it's helped me to share my own culture with others. And yeah, I really appreciate what Kla has been doing for so many years. Before I started, I didn't know how to speak in Chinese. And now I can introduce myself and have a basic conversation. And thank you very much for this great opportunity.
In order to preserve and promote Tibetan cultural heritage and language, Law manages a bilingual website which has a complete compilation of all of the valuable teachings, writings, and speeches of Professor Samdang Rinpoche. Rinpoche's works are made easily accessible to the public and can be found in various mediums, including written, audio, and video forms, and in languages such as English, Tibetan, and Hindi. Furthermore, La hosts daily Tibetan language classes and regularly organizes intensive classes during the winter breaks and whenever possible. These classes are conducted with an objective to preserve Tibetan language and cultural heritage. La also has a well-established computer training program that aims to provide its students with viable job skills for the future. Here, we provide students with introductory computer training as well as more complex software skills in Adobe Photoshop and InDesign. In a typical month at La, there are about 20 to 30 students enrolled in computer and IT workshops.
Contact magazine is a free monthly publication of La Charitable Trust. It is a recognized and registered publication under the Office of the Registrar of Newspapers for India and Indian Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Contact magazine has been a popular source for news on Tibetan issues and community information in Dharamsala since 1997. The magazine also features news about Tibetans inside Tibet, Tibetans in exile, and details of His Holiness the Dalai Lama's activities worldwide. It is the only monthly English news magazine on issues of Tibet which is distributed freely around the Tibetan communities and posted for free to individual subscribers around the world.
La is the largest volunteer host and coordination organization in the Tibetan refugee community of Dharamsala, India. At La, a wide variety of meaningful volunteer opportunities are available for both skilled and unskilled individuals. Most volunteers work directly with La, while others are placed throughout the community with the other NGOs.
Hello, my name is Sarah and I'm from Switzerland. I came to volunteer with La the first time in 2015, and I came here with the intent to stand in solidarity with the Tibetan community. I have been working, or I have been involved with Tibetans in Switzerland already before my arrival. So when I came here, I wasn't really sure to what extent I can be helpful or what I can do. So I showed up at La and I just told them that let me know what I can do. So the wonderful La staff, they took me by the hand and they showed me all the possibilities they have, and they accompanied me in my beautiful way as a volunteer here in India. Initially, I started with conversation class and tutoring, and I ended up being an intermediate English teacher and a German teacher. And that experience back then was truly life-changing. I went back to Switzerland and I started a teacher's education. So now, 2.5 years later on, I am a professional teacher. And this is the third time I am back in India to volunteer with La. The beautiful thing, what I realized, is that growing up in the West, we are born in a very competitive system. We go to school, we are expected to have good grades. Then you go to university and you are expected to make a career, have a good life, find a meaningful and an important big job, maybe in a company where you earn a lot of money. Coming to India and volunteering with the Tibetan community has been a shift in the way I look at things. I realize that the competitive system is something that is actually very negative. It creates and causes a lot of stress and negative emotions. You come to India and suddenly the whole sense changes. You are working for and with a community. So it's working together. And you're sitting in a classroom as a teacher with the most dedicated students ever. Every day is a new learning experience. But it's not just the experience of the students itself, it's also the experience of the volunteer. So what I realized is that this goes hand in hand. If you want to discover true happiness in your life, then you can only do that in contributing into other people's happiness. And that is what law is all about.
We offer our volunteers the opportunity to share their knowledge and skills with the Tibetan refugees, local Indians, and the Himalaya community while gaining hands-on experience working with a non-profit community social work organization.
In 2002, La was asked by Tulane University School of Social Work to assist a group of graduate students on an international social work expedition to Dharamshala.
La has been graciously hosting us for these many years. So this is the 16th year of our journey to India. So for many of our students, this journey has been life-altering, it has been transformative. It has helped them to understand their place in the world. It has helped them to understand, for those that have never traveled to the East, to understand that there is a different way of being in the world. And the learning that occurs for our students is truly dramatic and transformative. One of the things that we've done over the years is establish a mutual learning partner program in which our students work together with an individual Tibetan person, most often a young person who is still working to learn English. And so in that exchange, our students get to offer English practice and also share their lives with young Tibetan people. And specifically then, the Tibetan people have the opportunity to share with our students their lives, their understanding of the world, and together it becomes a great learning opportunity for both the young people from the West, from our university in New Orleans, Louisiana, and the people of Tibet who are here in Dharamsala, India. So all in all, it's a wonderful opportunity, and I personally have been learning every time I come back to India for 16 years. I always return with new ideas, new thoughts, and new ways to think about my own work in New Orleans.
Thus, our cultural exchange program was born. Our organization works with various universities, colleges, and organizations from around the world and receives hundreds of international students a year through exchange programs.
My name is Danielle Rushing. I first came to Dharamsala in 2005 with an undergraduate cultural exchange program from Centenary College. At that time, law was a little bit smaller than it is now. I came back in about 2008 when they had first gotten a Himsa house and we're starting to have more cultural exchange programs. And then I'm returning now in 2017, and it's great to see how the group has grown and how they've changed and how over time they've continually reevaluated the community to see what different needs they have and created different programs to meet those needs, which is kind of the true definition of a social worker in that respect. A lot of different projects through the years. They've had the clean water projects, they've had educational projects, just anything that they see in the community that they can address, they'll problem solve and find a way to meet the needs of the community.
Our community soup kitchen at Ahimsa House opened in July of 2011. At no cost, members of the community are able to come in and eat fresh, nutritious vegetarian food, including access to clean drinking water.
Namta Sola, Heya Poshivuchuti, La Maimba, Namta Tumala, Heya Bochuti, Tini Jona so Laptan Dormi, Dana, Kawainanda, Yellow Tuna, Poinanda, Homoinanda, Bella Kala Nomi, on beneath Ila Churtani, I'm so Lapta Tik Zira Tik Dormi, Lopto Serate, Hikabi Apolati, Noi Latitu Yati Sopate, Terita, Tini, Sopa, Otinoni, Victus Yela, Tanda, Na De Undusho, Na Ta, Yo. Pacheta la tobe sonte te go duble lo te domala te tat te pare.
Survey reports have shown the importance of the availability of this resource. Every day we provide well-balanced vegetarian meals for 50 to 60 needy Tibetan refugees at the Law Soup Kitchen. Since Law's Clean Water Project began in 2010, our organization has installed water filtration systems in 25 different settlements, schools, and institutions, benefiting over 15,000 people. Our stainless steel tank is capable of holding up to 500 liters of water, which is filtered using a reverse osmosis system. Through this project, our aim is to ensure that people can access free, filtered water, helping to keep our community sustainably healthy far into the future. Our team regularly services all installed filtration systems, changing filter candles to maintain the integrity and quality of the water. We expect the Clean Water Project will help alleviate some of the waterborne illnesses children commonly suffer from in this region, especially during the monsoon season. Law collects clothing and other materials from generous individuals and groups visiting Dharamshala. Every month, the Dharamshala Rotary Club distributes articles of clothing to those in need, with particular attention paid to individuals living in high-need areas of Lower Dharamshala. Our educational talks program was started with the goal of keeping our community informed and interactive. Towards that end, Law organizes community events and talks where children, their parents, international students, and the general public are invited to participate to expand their knowledge base. Most recently, we celebrated World Storytelling Day, where 1,000 children's books were distributed freely at the event, which was attended by over 300 children and parents. Law facilitates initiatives to improve community health by increasing awareness of the importance of hygiene practices and physical well-being. Medicine donations are collected and distributed by Law to private and public health centers such as Delek Hospital and the Central Tibetan Administration's Department of Health. Law also holds workshops on HIV/AIDS and provides preventative health information on sexually transmitted diseases.
Hate the disease, but not the disease. Clean and green McLeodganj. Clean and green McLeodganj.
Law initiates environmental awareness activities such as mass cleanups, trash collection, installation of garbage bins, and provides education on environmental conservation. Every third Saturday of the month, our organization comes together in a collective effort to help keep Dharamshala clean. In addition, Law developed and maintains a bilingual environmental website to inform the global Tibetan and Himalayan communities, as well as the general public, about important environmental issues related to Tibet and the world. The website includes environmental research articles in both English and Tibetan, and is updated regularly as new information becomes available. Law provided acupuncture treatment for 80 seniors who are residents of the local Jampaling Seniors Home. Law also distributed Milton stainless steel thermoses, door and window curtains, and high-quality microfiber quilts and pocket money to all the residents at Jampaling Seniors Home. In October of 2016, Law organized its first medical conference entitled East Meets West, Mindful Medicine, to engage in mutual learning and exchange cross-cultural medical practices. The 3-day conference was attended by 10 medical doctors from the United States, 5 medical doctors from the local Delek Hospital, and 3 Tibetan traditional medicine practitioners from Mensi Kong. The event proved to be incredibly fruitful for its participants and continues as one of Law's special annual events. Here at Law, our skills building program is an integral part of our continual work towards improving the quality of life for Tibetan refugees and people of the Himalayan regions. Beginning in 2003, this program comprises regularly scheduled language classes and computer classes. Upon volunteer availability, vocational training and specialized classes is also offered. Depending on the availability of skilled teachers, Law also conducts in-depth photography and massage therapy training courses as a special program spanning 1 month. Through these courses, our graduate students gain valuable experience, which helps to expand their job opportunities. Law is also continuously creating new projects to further give back to the community and generate income for the organization. Our most recent endeavor, the Law Tibet Fair Trade, or LTFT, is a certified cooperative offering a wide range of handmade Tibetan crafts, from handloom textiles and jewelry to homemade decor, personal accessories to Tibetan art. In 2014, Law was awarded second place at Best Practices of Social Media Usage in the South Asia-wide 3rd Annual ENGO Challenge Awards, celebrating digital information tools for the communities in South Asia. The following year, 2015, we were awarded first place in the Best Use of Website and Internet Tools category. In 2006, Law was awarded the first Environmental Care Award by the Tibetan Settlement Office for Dharamshala at the inaugural TSO Local Leaders Meeting on November 25th. Mr. Nawang Rabjal, Law's director, traveled to the UK and Switzerland in 2015 and to the United States and Mexico in 2016 to raise awareness about Law as an organization and its various activities. During his trip, he met and paid tribute to the various organizations that work in partnership with Law and continues to support its work by becoming involved in promoting Tibetan issues. The support and participation of many organizations around the world enables us to carry out our work and provide essential social services to Tibetan refugees. During his trip, Nawang also visited many organizations, universities, and communities to speak about Law's cultural exchange program.
In August 2015, my colleague Tenzin Samten and I got an opportunity to attend a workshop on sharing civic experience. The workshop was organized by the Global Education Center at the National Chiao Tung University in Taiwan. 35 NGO representatives from 10 different countries presented their work that empowers the community and beyond. We spoke about the history of Tibet, the current status of Tibetans in Tibet and in exile, and also explained about the projects that we are doing at La.
In 2015, 2 external evaluators from Australia conducted evaluation to assess the effectiveness of our language programs. The findings unanimously revealed that all participating students of our language programs were able to speak their language of choice with elevated ease. In doing so, they reported feeling more prepared and confident to speak with non-Tibetans about their perspectives, especially relating to Tibetan culture and social political situation. On a practical level, students reported enhanced employment opportunities as a result of their studies. Similar surveys to assess effectiveness of each project or programs conducted by Law are carried out, and findings are included in Law's annual report. The annual report, along with Law's financial statement, is made public on Law's organizational website as well as in Contact magazine as part of our pledge to uphold organizational transparency and accountability.
So I also want to say just a few words about the La organization. I have watched over 16 years, watched and participated in seeing La, the social service organization here in McLeodganj and Dharamsala, grow into one of the most remarkable social service organizations, agencies in this entire area. It's extraordinarily well managed, and the service that is done is truly, truly profound. LA has become an organization that is deeply respected by the Tibetan community. It is deeply respected by the Tibetan government, and it's appreciated by many, many people for the good work that is done every day.
We celebrated LA's 20-year anniversary on the 11th November 2017. We marked the occasion and celebrated with guest dignitaries and advisory board members, staff members, volunteers, students and supporters. At the ceremony, we delivered LA's 20-year report abstract in Tibetan and English language, and then delivered the special message from His Holiness.
Welcome to everyone. May I now read the message from His Holiness the Dalai Lama?
Launched LA's 20-year report in both Tibetan and English, screened a documentary video about LA programs. We also honored our founding members and longtime supporters with appreciation awards. Finally, the chief guest of the event, Khenpo Sonam Temple, Speaker of the Tibetan Parliament in Exile, gave the keynote speech. We also enjoyed several traditional performances by our students and staffs. Over 300 people attended the ceremony and 10 major Tibetan news agencies covered the event.
아타다 주가 다람살아 대시 제발 하지도 접촉하기 인지 지련알도
Undoubtedly, the greatest honor was receiving a private audience and recognition of our work from His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama.
지난주 지지소 샴들 주야 또 세월에 시간이 엄청샤 만아주 미지소 가방이네야 지 조구 맨장 여대고 춘이지 진정된소 트뷰다 저그리 다시 양교도 제 애양고 지 초과 기도를 지타는 따로 진행지 얘가 있는 판도시다요 자성한테 지난주 지금 로망쟁이야 지금 지속 상대 중이야 아다 지속 상대 수준에다 뭐는 지금 강에 체되니 김상조리야 로치아리 그래서 로좀도 저기면 가 로좀 저거 올라 다들 시작 해줘 버려 사들이 인도 시행인데 시작 해줘 버려샤 괜찮은지 지속 상대 중이야 지도 아니 양고인이 시행부터 올이야 지금 찬스도에 상대 중이야디 제수기라 열라 시라야 올래 투치쇼이
On behalf of La Charitable Trust and all the beneficiaries, I would like to extend our gratitude and thanks to all dedicated team of staff members and volunteers whose dedication makes the programs of La possible. I would also like to express our sincerest thanks to all generous donors, partner organizations and education institutions, without whose contribution our organization's services and works would not be possible. Thank you so much once again.